Hey, what's up? It's CondorDM. You know, the YouTube thing is a sort of hit or miss for me. I'm never really sure, if I'm going to get anywhere or I'm not going to get somewhere. I don't marry myself to needing to grow like that on here. I've accepted that that's not going to happen. And early on, I've always aimed to go to the top. I really want to be at the top, and I think I have the mind for it, right? And anyway, yeah. 1 second. Usually I edit these videos or I cut certain things out, like lighting up a cigarette or if family walks in. Right now I have the time where I'm not going to be bothered, so I can just give you the raw, right? I hope that doesn't bore you. If smoking turns you off, I'm sorry. I imagine there's a lot of things about me that might not seem so attractive. Don't worry, I grow on people. I wouldn't be a successful game master with a lot of players if I didn't grow on people. Obviously, it's not like I'm something I can sell to the world and they're ready. They're lining up to buy whatever I'm selling. It doesn't work like that for me, and I've always accepted that. It comes down to my mind and my words, and being strong, being confident where I stand. That's. And I don't apologize for who I am or the way I view things on here. I don't get in lockstep all the time with the majority. Or, it's just how I am. I've never been someone who just goes along with the majority. I don't go along to get along. I never have. I think that's weak. Stand on what you believe, right? Even if the majority disagrees with you, even if the majority thinks you're crazy. There is one thing I do respect about guys like Scott Garibay. He stands where he stands, and you can say all the shit you want about him, but he still stands there. And sometimes he's a coward. Sometimes he just backs off appropriately. I try to do the same thing if I need to back off or take down a video. I go, okay, that crossed a line. I like to leave videos up as much as possible, but there's a certain line I watch for. And if I find videos are turning off too many people, it's not that I want to get rid of my statement on it, but I do want to take down the video and come back at it again. Because I think maybe I'm being misunderstood. Or maybe I've learned something new, and leaving that video up is no good for you or for me. I'm being really serious when I tell people that I ran thousands of sessions for thousands of players. I'm not kidding. I really have. And it makes me confident, when it comes to talking about these things, because I don't bullshit. So if I put something up, it's at least I'm telling you what really worked for me. Like, it really worked. As far as live plays go, I used to have a previous channel, and for various reasons it's gone. I had some live plays up on there, but currently my players, my in-person players, don't want to be on here at all. Right? They want nothing to do with the noise that goes on here. They have separate lives, and they don't want that. And it's not, I only have so much time in life. It's hard to gather players sometimes on here just to get some live play on the go, right? And do stuff like that. But I don't want that to hold me back. Just because I can't show you a live play doesn't mean my advice is no good. So what I try to do is give it in a short form, right? Stick it in your head, and then here's the test. If I'm full of shit, you take it back to the table, you'll find out, right? But what I'm telling you is you take my advice back to the table. It works. Right? You could tell me you want examples. Well, at the end of the day, I'm sort of sour on live plays. Because in my opinion, in my honest opinion, these games should only be between the game master and their players. That's it, right? It's not meant for an audience. But I understand, I get why you're requesting such a thing. But either way, you're just going to have to get over it with me. But I promise you this, I'm not bullshitting in these videos. So if I give you advice, I swear to fuck, it works at the table. For real. Every one of my videos works at the table. Thousands of sessions, thousands of players. I've done this over and over again. And I'm not trying to brag or say I'm better than other people. I don't think that. I just have a lot of experience. So I'm very confident, right? And if you're going, I can't believe how he's talking. Well, how do you expect someone to talk who's done what I've done? How do you expect that to come out? Do you expect me to sit here and trip over my words and, stumble and be soft and step back and not be aggressive, with my opinions on things? And that's just not going to happen. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I'm very confident about it. And I'm an experienced game master, a very experienced game master, so I assume I'm talking to a lot of game masters that might not have the experience I have. And I want to give it to them. I want to give it to them straight. No beating around the bush. Here's your 4 or 5 minute video on the thing. Stick that seed in your head. Take it back to your table. It works. And I've had a lot of game masters come to me and say, yes, I've changed their experience. I've helped them out. And I'm very, very happy with that outcome. I would love to have a better relationship with a lot of content creators. Like, in real life, I'm down to earth. I know you hear me being very energetic and expressing myself on these videos, and I can be that in real life, come game master time, come running the session time. But, I mean, outside of that, I'd like to think I'm good at making people laugh, but you don't get to see that. I'm not doing a lot of comedy in these videos, right? But I have that side to me, and my family sees it all the time. It's real. But a lot of people have painted me as a monster on here, so I mean, there's no way they're going to buy that. And I can be a bit of a prick about things, there's no doubt. I mean, it just isn't who I am. And I would tell everybody who, say, maybe hates me, it's like, most likely some of these flaws are true about you, right? I mean, and you need people to be open-minded with you, right? Well, I mean, what do you think I expect? But the problem is, I'll say certain things, have opinions that will really upset some people to the point that they're no longer open-minded. And I swear, here's what happens to me a lot of times. I'll put out a good idea. It will be ignored because I said it. And it might even be argued against in some irrational way. But then later, I hear other content creators that are more accepted because they have the right opinions, and now they're stating what I said, and everybody's like cool with it. I mean, it's me who said it originally, but that's fine. And again, there's not too many original things you can say, but I mean, it's always timeline. I mean, like, I'm talking about current, and most likely what most people are seeing. So I get a lot of things out there, and people just refuse to acknowledge it, or they'll reject it in a very stupid way. And then they got to look stupid later when somebody in their own circle repeats what I said. And you might think I'm saying this with a huge ego. I'm saying I've noticed. Now, I'm not trying to brag. I don't think I have an influence over the audience, but there's some content creators around where I'm at that I feel I do influence those people. So my influence might be felt by many other people I don't know, like their audience. It's good that I've influenced them to talk about it, or at least agree with me on it, or bring it up. That's great. Anyway, I try not to get my ego too fired up over these things, right? I got to keep myself in check just like everyone else. If not, I mean, I wouldn't be able to be a game master that attracts players. I do, so obviously I have that in check when I need to have it in check. Currently, I don't do live streams. I used to on my previous channel, but I have not done them with this channel, and I don't know if I'm going to start up live streams anytime soon. I may. I mean, it just really depends on where I'm at, in life, right? And my energy levels and stuff like that. I do a lot now, taking time to record these videos, doing the edits I need to, adding things to it, and then putting them up. And I do quite a few weekly, right? And depending on the day, I do quite a few on certain days, right? But I put a lot of work into this, and it's just like, so, I'm not always going to be jumping on streams. What I'm trying to do with this video is just show you a casual side to myself that you might not see in my other videos, or just sort of shoot the shit with you type of thing, and show you another side to me. So if you're wondering who I am, you can, hey, here's this guy just can shoot the shit with you. Yeah, that's it. And I love to have casual conversations. But things can be so awkward in nerd world, in tabletop role-playing game world. And right now, I'm at that part of the internet. And I only have so much time in my life, so I can't, really jump everywhere. I got to decide where I pick my battles. Right? Sometimes it's not here. Sometimes I'll go elsewhere and take a time out. I'm not taking a time out. I'm running games. Right, I've recently explained how many players I have in real life, 12 players, 6 in each group. I run both groups twice a month. It's a lot of fun. I run my own game, mainly, and that's it currently. I'm not even running AD&D 2nd Edition for these current campaigns, right? I'm running my own game in both, and they're two different versions of my game. But that's it's not. These are not games I want to put out in the market. These are personal games that I use, and I don't got them like worded out for putting them to market, right? Like I don't got the game set up where you can just go sell it. I'd have to do a lot of work on those games. But I am working on a game right now that I want to put out, and I don't want to just be all talk about it, but I do want to sort of hint because I'm really, really close to getting it done, right? But that's just a hint in this video. There you go. I'm working on a game that could possibly hit the market soon. I don't want to make any promises, but there's something to at least consider, right? Oh, and if you want to know, my first name is Steven, but you can call me Condor. I might do more of these. We'll call it a casual talk part 1. We'll see. For now, I'm going to put this up, and this might be enough, right? This might be just enough for people to say, okay, I see this other side of you. I don't need more content on that level. And that would be great. And so this might not be that appealing to everyone. But if I find this is appeals to a lot of people, if I get feedback, like a lot of likes or whatever over it, yeah, sure, I'll do more of these. No problem. And maybe this will inspire me to start live streams sooner than later. All right, for now, take care.